This is a Frederick Buzz. It's a local newsletter showing local news, events, dining, and shopping in Frederick County. This is a way that you can make money either by selling advertisers if you're an individual that wants to start a business, or if you are a business, you can get trust, authority within your local area by starting a newsletter like this and then sell your services on the back end. What we've been doing is breaking down all the great things that Pam, who writes this newsletter, is doing, both in terms of layout and content, but also in terms of making money. This is the 4th video in this series, and what I want to do today is talk about what's going on at the bottom of this newsletter in a little bit more detail. Because one of the ways that Pam is making money from this is she is selling advertising. So we've got this here, or sponsorships. So this is a sponsored ad that Pam has within her newsletter. So this is a roofer, and she'll be making X amount of money for Y amount of exposure. Now, she has social media, she has a website, so she's got lots of things that she could offer, but you can do exactly the same with your local newsletter. You can find a company that has a large ticket, and what I mean by that is when they sell their service, they're making, $3,000, $5,000, like a roofer would, and get them to put ads or sponsorships in your newsletter. You can offer them exposure on social media and so on. What you're also going to have, though, is you're going to have small businesses come to you, and they're going to want to sponsor you, but you are not going to drop your prices. They can't afford you, basically. And so what you're going to do instead is down at the bottom of your newsletter, somewhere around this section here, you're going to have what is known as a classified section. Then this is going to be a list of businesses. You're going to lay it out very similar to this. So you could have classified section, you have the name of the business with a link through to it, and then a little bit of information about what it does. So in terms of what you're actually writing for the business, it is this much. It's not a huge amount, and maybe you'll have like 5 or 8 or so businesses. Now, when you get more businesses than that, I highly recommend that you build a directory, and we're going to talk about directories in a future video. But if you'd write that video sooner, just go down into the comments and write the word directory. And if I get enough interest on the channel, I will make that video sooner for you. But a directory is a great way of running traffic to your newsletter, getting subscribers, and for also making money itself. And you can obviously drive traffic from the newsletter to the directory. But what we're going to do down here with the classifieds is the businesses, you could take $50, $100 from them, but they're not going to see a great return on that. So what I would recommend you do instead is work up a deal with this business and say, you know what, I'll put something small like this in my newsletter. I'll put the name of your restaurant, name of your hair salon, whatever it is. I'll put a little bit of information about you. And then what I want instead, if you give me money, is I want you to promote the newsletter on your social media. So if you've checked and they've got a half decent sized social media, you say, look, I've got a much bigger audience than you. Maybe they've got 200 on their social media, and maybe with your social media and your newsletter, you're at like 500 or 1,000. You just go to them and say, look, I will promote you once in my classified, and what I want you to do is I want you to promote me 3 times. Or maybe you say to them, I'll promote you and I'll put you in my classified for a month, and then I want you to do this over on social media and promote the newsletter, once a week for 2 months. But they're going to be very happy to do that for you, whatever deal you want to work with the person who owns the business, because it hasn't cost them anything and they're getting exposure. The second option you've got, which is to take this up a level, is say to them, can you do a giveaway? Can you do a discount or some kind of offer? Because then what I can do is I can use that not only in the newsletter in order to get more interest. So for example, you might create them a little graphic, not this big, but maybe, something slim, around about the size of this top part of the newsletter, and you're driving people over with a giveaway, and then they still promote your business, your newsletter over on their social media. You can promote the giveaway on your social media as well. And the reason you don't mind promoting the giveaway on the social media account is because, number one, giveaways tend to do quite well on social media. So what you're going to do is you're going to get those extra views and things on your page because you've made a video about the giveaway for, let's say, the hair salon, and you put it on your social media. You're going to get more views. Plus, what you can say is if you want to qualify for the giveaway, or you want to get the coupon code, wherever it is, they need to go into the newsletter. That's the essential part here, so that you're driving traffic from your social media to the newsletter. They get to see the giveaway, the reader, and hopefully they will become a subscriber. And a lot of them will, because they're going to see everything else that you've got going on. I mean, if they've got to scroll all the way down to the bottom here in order to find the coupon code, then look at all the great stuff that you could have going on in your newsletter that they would have seen before they get to the coupon code. And what you can do is you can add a little subscribe button somewhere sort of around about this point, so that people subscribe to your newsletter as they're looking for the coupon code. So that is what I would do if I had businesses coming to me that can't afford to pay me what I am worth for a sponsorship or an ad in my newsletter, but I still want to grow and I want to network with them. And these small businesses are going to be really appreciative of this. You can make the images you want them to share, you can make the copy you want them to share, send it all over to them, and then reciprocity is going to happen, which is when they can, they will recommend you. They're going to recommend you to friends and family. When they've got more money in the future, then they're going to help you out. So it's definitely worthwhile doing. And like I said, when you get big enough and you get a directory, you can put these people into your directory for free, and then you can start building that interest in your directory with a few businesses there ready for people to find. So hopefully you found this useful. More coming in this series. We'll see you in the next video.